Our next story is from Ukraine. It has been 222 days since the war, and Russia's offensive continues. But not without some setbacks. Today, everyone is talking about one headline. Thousands of Russians mobilized for military service in Ukraine have now been sent home. They've been deemed unfit for duty. This is a clear setback to Vladimir Putin's plans. And there's more. Look at what happened in Leyman, a quaint city in the Donetsk region, one of Russia's key logistics hubs. On Sunday, it was reclaimed by Ukrainian troops in a stinging setback to the Kremlin. Look at these visuals. These are Ukrainian soldiers taking down pro-Russia flags and instead unfurling their own flag. The Ukrainian president says this is just the beginning. In the weeks ahead, there will be more Ukrainian flags in Donetsk and Donbass. Listen to this.
Over this week, the number of Ukrainian flags in Donbass has increased. There will be even more in one more week. And then what about the fake referendum? Are there two Donetsk regions, two Yampil villages in the Donetsk region, or two Torske villages?
Now remember, the fall of Lyman is Kiev's most significant gain in weeks. Why do I say that? Because this town was a key logistics and transport hub for Russia, an important link for ground communications at the front line. And now that it is in Ukraine's hands, it could become a staging for further attacks to the east in particular. This is not to say that Russia is currently on the back foot. Look at what it did immediately after Lyman fell. It attacked Volodymyr Zelensky's hometown, the city of Kryvyi Rih in southern Ukraine. On Sunday midnight, it was targeted by Russia. Reports say that Russia fired suicide drones on this city, which destroyed 2 stories of school. The drones in question were presumably Iran-manufactured UAVs. At least 5 of these drones were shot down by Ukraine, but 2 others made it through the air defenses. Russia didn't just stop there. Immediately after this attack, it launched another one on Zaporizhia, which reportedly led to the killing of more than 31 people. So amid these offensives and counter-offensives, there are also reports like these. Reports of mobilized Russian troops being sent back home. Why? Because they do not meet the draft criteria. Allow me to explain. On the 21st of September, Russia declared its first mobilization since World War II. It decided to draft some of its citizens into military ranks, citizens who were either in reserve forces or had earlier served in the armed forces, or had some sort of military experience. And since then, thousands of Russian citizens received summons and were transferred to Russia's enlistment offices. But over the weekend, about half of these recruits were sent back to their homes because they were not fit enough or ready to serve in the army. As of now, we don't have a clear number, but the number of conscripts sent home could be in thousands. Listen in.
In the space of 10 days, several thousand of our countrymen received draft notices and presented themselves at the military registration and enlistment offices. We have returned about half of them home as they did not meet the criteria for entering contract military service. Work to achieve the goal set by the President continues.
That's not all. Besides sending conscripts back home, Russia has also fired a military commissar, a certain Yuri Lyko. He was the commissar of the Khabarovsk region, so why has he been suspended? Because he mistakenly called upon thousands of unfit Russians to fight in Ukraine. A mistake that could prove costly. But Russia insists it would have no such impact. Listen in.
The military commissar was removed today from his position. This will not affect the mobilization plan set by the President. We are working together with the Defense Ministry, our industries and all relevant authorities.
So at the end of the day, this is what we have or know so far. Ukrainian troops are advancing further into the east. Russia is launching desperate counterattacks on Ukrainian towns. And its plans of mobilizing citizens for the war are running into trouble. The story is, of course, still developing. We'll continue to track the latest. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.